Viruses, death, fear. This is what we are all experiencing during these unprecedented but tragic times. And other organelles are just making it worse. These days, organelles rarely have the resources or skills to defend themselves from foreign invaders. The cell needs a line of defense. Organelles like the cell wall, cell membrane, and membrane proteins can malfunction and cause the cell to be prone to foreign invaders or not be able to send help into the cell because of the weak line of defense. The rough and smooth endoplasmic reticulum are also competing for the presidency, and they do have a lot to offer, but one tiny misstep and the whole cell goes into chaos. With misfolded proteins from the rough ER, or a lack of steroids and lipids from the smooth ER, the cell is left in shambles, left trying to clean up what it can before its inevitable death from numerous diseases. No other organelle is able to protect the cell the way Mr.Lysosome and Ms.Peroxisome do. Every organelle depends on them to do so, because without them, the other organelles would not be able to function properly when the cell is plagued with invaders. Lysosomes and peroxisomes break certain components within the cell to help keep the cell clean while defending the cell against invaders that want to do the cell harm. We live in a time where the world is in chaos, a world filled with lies and uncertainty. We are in the darkness looking for the light at the end of the tunnel, and there is a brightness on the horizon, namely Mr.Lysosome and Ms.Peroxisome. A world without lysosomes is a world filled with death, cell death. A globally affecting virus has taken over our lives. The deadly virus has been introduced to hundreds of thousands of Americans. But don't worry, presidential candidate Mr. Lysosome has your back. How does he protect? The structure of the lysosome can best be explained as an organelle that is a membrane bound with a phospholipid bilayer containing digestive enzymes inside. The membrane around the lysosome is what stores the digestive hydrolytic enzymes, which require the acidic environment. These hydrolytic enzymes break down macromolecules like carbohydrates, lipids, or nucleic acids to give the cell the nutrients it needs. The products resulting from lysosomal digestion of worn or excess cell parts are recycled by the cell and used within the creation of new components necessary for the cell. Mr. Lysosome always thinks about cell conservation. And how about Ms.Peroxisome? How is she able to offer protection to the cell? The structure of the peroxisome is described as having a singular membrane that surrounds the digestive enzymes and the byproducts of metabolism, including hydrogen peroxide. Peroxisomes continue to grow until they become big enough to split into two. The protein enzymes are created by the lysosomes, which are floating inside the cell. The function of peroxisomes includes primary and secondary metabolism and response to both abiotic and biotic stresses. They are also highly dynamic in morphology and metabolism, and can break down toxic materials like hydrogen peroxide into water and oxygen for the cell. Now it is clear, Mr. Lysosome and Ms.Peroxisome are truly the most capable candidates to lead and care for the cell. As the only candidate that can truly protect you, Mr. Lysosome will not let you down. Fueled by powerful hydrolytic enzymes, Mr. Lysosome will send in the enzymes to digest and chase your enemy away. The show of dedication that Mr. Lysosome provides is unmatched compared to the other, useless, do-nothing organelles. How would the cell protect itself from invaders without Mr. Lysosome? How would the cell survive? The answer is simple. The cell would not be able to, and would undoubtedly perish. Just as educated, dedicated, and never hated, Ms.Peroxisome may be the best vice presidential candidate out there. And Mr. Lysosome and Ms.Peroxisome work flawlessly together. Ms.Peroxisome plays a crucial role in mediating processes for the development of plant cells. Peroxisomes attack complex molecules which causes them to break down. A world without Ms.Peroxisome is a world with cellular damage and cell death, since peroxisomes break down amino and fatty acids as well as toxic materials. The cell cannot live without Ms.Peroxisome. She plays a vital role in the cell. The choice is clear. The answer is obvious. If you want candidates who will end the chaos of this world forever, choose Mr. Lysosome and Ms.Peroxisome. They will not stop fighting till you are happy.